Tomas Redrey from Brussels Hand Tattoo, right?
Exactly, that's me.
In Antwerp.
Yeah, based in Antwerp, Belgium.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
That's great.
Of course, we would like to invite you to start talking a little bit about yourself. And when did you start tattooing?
I started about 15 years ago, I think. So actually not that long before we started the shop. I think I was only tattooing for maybe like a year or two before me and Yunus, my colleague, came up with the idea with starting our own shop. And yeah, so that's Brabo's Hand, our shop, and it's now for a little bit more than 13 years we're having this shop.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Wow, it's amazing.
So something like a little bit more personal. Your style it's really interesting, like a fundamental traditional with an amazing impact, honestly. And I don't know if I'm right, but I can see something like more metaphysic and surrealistic. And there is a particular way to describe your style.
Is there? Because people ask me a lot. I think it's hard to describe my style.
What do you take inspiration from? I mean, yeah.
Honestly, also anything that really just interests me, but most of it comes from different kinds of folk art. Could be from Pennsylvania folk art. Could be from, I made a lot of trips to Indonesia, stuff I saw over in Indonesia. Could be the mask, could be Mexican stuff, could come from any corner of the world. But I guess I'm just looking for a sort of a naive folky look, yeah.
With a base, I think, about the American traditional, right?
Yeah. So I started from American traditional, and I guess just after a while was looking for other reference than just all the classic flash that most of us have seen by now.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that something that do you think is every time developing? I mean, you're going through this direction every time, or maybe do you see any changes in when you approach drawing or painting or something? Is it something that is always pretty similar, or maybe you always look for something new? Or
I think I'm always looking for something new and try to keep evolving. I think if you look at my work, it's maybe recognizable, but I think it's always evolving. I'm always trying to find new stuff, and so yeah, I think for me to keep it fun, I gotta find new stuff all the time and try new things. Mm-hmm.
We have a question from the audience, and it's like, what are your favorite graffiti artists?
Graffiti artists?
Yes.
Always hard to drop names with favorites.
Yeah.
Difficult to name one, but I guess I like graffiti from the 70s the most. And I think actually in all of the stuff that I like, if it's tattooing, music, or graffiti, I think I like the start of something the most, when it's the purest.
It's like Dundee White or something like this.
Yeah, or even before that, like Tracy, Peanut, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Blade for sure, one of my favorites. If you want to hear a name, Blade for sure is.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think all of the guys that were there from the start, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Nice, thanks a lot.
Do you also do other styles apart of yours? So you do also walk-ins at your shop, or you just prefer to?
Sure, yeah, of course, that's the stuff that people never really see. But Yeah, and it's only for me recently that I manage in doing a lot of my own stuff. I think after COVID, I really was focused on pushing my own stuff and trying to do as much as I can of my own flash and designs. But I mean, the 10 years before, I did like any type of tattoo bullshit you can imagine. I did it. Black and gray sleeves, portraits, small walk-ins, infinity signs. Yeah, I don't say no to nothing.
Yeah, sure. So you did everything.
Yeah. I mean, Brabo's Hand is also quite a walk-in shop, so
Yeah.
we get a lot of those.
It is in the city center of the city?
Sorry?
Is in the city center located?
Yeah. So Brabo's Hand is really situated in the old center of Antwerp. Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's nice. Talking about that, how do you? I mean, I never been to Belgium, honestly, and how is being a tattooer in your city? I mean, it's how is the tattoo scene there? How do you relate with that? Do you think it's you can comment on that?
Antwerp is quite a small city. I think it's 600,000 people. But we have a little bit of a tattoo history. We had shops in the past. We have, of course, it has a port. So we have a red light neighborhood also, where a couple of tattoo shops in the early days were situated. In early days, I'm talking about maybe late 70s, in the 70s, 80s. So yeah, it has a bit of a tattoo culture for sure. So a lot of people do get tattoos. I think when it comes to my own stuff, my own style, I do get a lot of people that travel from abroad. So I don't tattoo that many Belgians. I see a lot of people coming from Holland, Germany, England, and all kinds of places. Yeah.
So something that we care a lot about it. So do you usually use coil machines, right?
I do. Well, I recently, or at least like a good year ago, started using also DAC cubing, like a lot of people do. Took me a long time to discover it, but then once when I did, I really liked using it. I do have coil machines still. I do all my shading with coil machine. Yeah.
Nice. I have seen that you made a book, and yeah, and I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about it and how this project became in your mind, and stuff like that.
So actually, the book is just a bundle of the flash I painted, and it's also just about the flash. So there's no pictures of tattoos or anything else. I mean, yeah, there's also just stuff I collected to not have one flash page after the other. So you see a bit of the stuff that interests me or influenced me, and then you can see some paintings of me, but they're mostly also tattoo flash. So it was just an idea to bundle all of those together, because I thought they might look nice just as a painting and not even necessarily need to be tattoo flash.
Yeah.
They can be made as a tattoo idea, but they could also just be a painting that is fun to look at for also other people than just tattoo lovers. So I think that therefore I wanted to bundle this in a book.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
So we have also seen that you make music as producer, right?
Yeah. Music is a big hobby of mine. Exactly. Yeah.
So is the music for you related with in the tattooing some way, or it's something that you just take apart?
I don't know if they really overlap. I think just the approach of it is kind of similar. I think also with the music, I'm interested in the startup stuff, so a bit in the old feel of house music or electronic music. So I think maybe the approach is a little bit similar, but I don't know if they really overlap on themes or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I did do some cyborgs for a while. Maybe
Yeah.
with those I found my inspiration also in some music for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And since this is the era of social media, how do you relate with it, and how is it? I don't know. Maybe important for you, or maybe you like it or not. How do
I
you
mean,
do it?
it has two sides. I'm not gonna hate or love it. It's a great tool for sure for a tattooer to have your portfolio online. I think most of my appointments go through social media nowadays. So it's definitely a great tool to reach people. Maybe one of the bad things about it is that like styles are not regional anymore, and they go to anyone that loves it, like picks up on parts. So you see a lot of people looking at other artists, and then it becomes a thing. Well, maybe it was just one artist that started it, and then so.
Yeah, I think that it's also the way that you would like to use it.
Yeah, maybe for some people it would be better to open up a book instead of opening their Instagram for reference.
Yeah.
Creation. Oh yeah, that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
And what kind also of relation do you have with your customers? For sure, it depends from customer to customer. But do you have freedom just about your design, or people just come with an idea, just an idea in their mind that you have to do it?
I think most of the people that come to me, they've seen. I think as I make a lot of designs and do a lot of drawing, most of the times people come to me, they've seen something they like and they want to get this. I never really mind to sketch out somebody's idea if they want to, and if it suits me. But most of the time, I think the people that come to me, they know what they know what they expect, and so I really have issues with that.
Yeah. I have also seen that you, if I will remember, so you use mostly more colors when you paint than when you do tattoos, right?
Yeah. I mean, I like to use colors when for tattooing too. Sometimes people are maybe a bit afraid of a lot of colors. It's for sure. Sometimes I use different colors on the paintings than I do in the tattoos. I don't really always think what would look good on the skin when I'm making a painting. I'm just really making the flash as I like it, and then afterwards we can do something completely different with the coloring for the tattoos.
Also, it's just your moment, so it's something just you and the painting. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
do you have some project for the future, something new that you want to say?
Something. I mean, I'll always keep painting. I want to make bigger stuff. Maybe would like also to paint stuff that isn't that close to tattooing as my tattoo flash. Like, just make something different. Which direction to go, I don't know exactly yet. But I think it's just important to stay busy, make new stuff, and then see how it ends up in the end.
Okay, thanks a lot then.
Thank you.
I think that I would like really to thank you for taking the time of participating in this interview.
Thank you.
It was really nice, and I would like to ask you if you could stay on Zoom with us In the
All right.
meantime, we just close our live session and say bye to the guys. Okay? Okay. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
participating.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time.